you know you make me float, float. Boy, you really give me high. Ooh, I feel like I'm on dope, dope. 'Cause you.
Oh, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey. Welcome back to my channel, guys, and welcome back to another video. If this is your first time here, welcome, my love. Please stick around, don't be a stranger, and do consider subscribing. If this is not your first time here, you already know the drill. I see you watching me, watch me, baby, so you better be subscribed, honey. So guys, I know, y'all, we are in the month of July. It's actually Sunday, July the 13th, and I have not posted a video in over a month. The last time I posted a video was like, I think it was June the 1st. And let me just give y'all a little update on, you know, where I've been, what we've been doing, you know, all of that stuff. And I know y'all heard, you know, hear that in the background. That's Kane being Kane, honey. But guys, we've just been working. The hubby and I, we've just been working, you know, making plans, just working hard and putting things in place for our family. Guys, we decided that we are going to grow our family, so we have begun the process of purchasing a new home. If you guys want to see that process, because I'm not uploading any of those videos here, all those videos will be on Christian and Constance TV, so you guys got to go over there to watch that whole process. We've already uploaded one video there. I'll probably upload another video there with that process either today or tomorrow. But yeah, guys, we have started that process, and we are looking at, if God says so, this being our forever home, because we are putting the money into it, and we are looking for a home that has every single thing that we want. We're not compromising in any way in this home. Everything that we want, everything that we need for our family will be in that home. We're not compromising. So and I'm just thankful that God has given us, you know, because we're working hard and we're praying and we're fasting and we're believing in God. God has given us the finances that we need to make this happen. So guys, I'm just thankful. So that's where we have been. We have been, you know, working and fasting and praying and just trusting and believing God. So that's where we've been. And it's been some situations where I could have picked up the camera and recorded as we're doing things, but I don't know why I didn't. It's really no excuse. I should have, so I could have kept you guys updated, you know, on what's going on. I'm definitely going to get better with that, but everything concerning the house will be on Christian and Constance TV. We're gonna put all of those videos over there. It may be some snippets here and there here on this channel. You know, when we decide on, you know, everything we're going to do in the new house as far as updates, and you know, when we get to that stage, everything that we do there will be back and forth between both channels, so you have to watch both to keep up with what's going on. You know, we're not selling this home whatsoever. So there are going to be some things that, you know, we're going to change about this home as soon as we're in another home, because we've given ourselves a time frame of what we want it to look like. And if we can't meet that time frame, you know, this year, you know, we're just gonna trust and believe God. But we've given ourselves a time frame for what we want it to look like this year, because if everything can happen the way we want it to this year in 2025, we want to be in that house settled in before October. We want to go straight into the holidays with our new house fully furnished and ready for our family in the holiday season. We don't want to be scrambling and, you know, have everything not ready. So yeah, because we're not compromising. You know, we are not compromising at all. And guys, one thing that, you know, I always try to tell you guys, you know, in my videos, I always try to, you know, be positive and, you know, be motivational and just, you know, keep everybody, you know, up in spirit and whatever. But one thing I can say to you guys, I don't know where you are in your life, what season you're in, But if it's a season that doesn't feel good and doesn't look good, you know, I really would say to you, you know, just keep going, keep praying, keep fasting, keep trusting and believing in God, and He will work it out. You know, if you would have, even before I purchased this home and purchased all the land that I purchased, because when I purchased, you know, before I purchased this home and I was purchasing a lot of land, you know, in the back of my mind, I was like, I'm, you know, getting all of this land, I'm making these purchases because at one point, you know, I want to build. But where my land is purchased at, the type of home that we're looking at, if I built that type of home in this area, it just doesn't fit the area that I purchased my land in. You know, you don't want to overbuild for where you are. Not saying that I'm going to sell that land, because I'm never going to sell that land. That land is always going to be in my family and be available, you know, for me and my children. So I'm never going to sell that. But you know, it's just I prayed and asked God for more, and He's given me and my husband and our family more. You know, and that's just it, because like I was saying, when I look back, like if you would have told me even before, you know, I purchased this home, what I was approved for, because we went through that and, you know, other videos you guys know, so it's no need to rehab those conversations. But even when I purchased this home, I never thought that I would get approved for the amount of money that I got approved for to purchase when I purchased this home, because of course I didn't go up nowhere close to my max budget. I didn't even go to half when I, you know, were purchasing this home. But I just never thought that God would open doors for me and my family the way that He has, even though I have big faith, even though I pray, even though I fast. It's just so many things that I never imagined God doing for us, you know, and for me and for my family. I just never imagined, you know, certain things. So now at the point that we're at, and our finances are, and you know what we're able to afford, you know, sometimes how you just sit down and you be like, God, why me, Jesus? Why me, God? And then God has to remind you, because you deserve it, because you prayed for it, because you fast, because you were faithful, because you do the right thing, not because someone's watching, even when there are no eyes in the room, you know. And I'm gonna bless you, and that's what God has done, you know, for us. So I'm just so, it's like I'm living in a dream, you know. It's like it's so difficult to explain. I can't, the only thing I could say is God, just because, you know, being faithful and being humble and just, you know, living the right way and treating people right, and just, you know, having a good heart, and even if what was done to me or said about me or said to me wasn't always in the best taste by other people, you know, I controlled how I respond, you know. And I've learned that some things you just have to let people be people, and you just have to let some things go. You know, you forgive, you never forget, but you forgive and you move on with your life, and you don't let certain things, you know, hold you back. I'm sorry guys, my allergies. You don't let certain things hold you back and keep you from your blessings. So yeah, so that's what we are. So every time, you know, I think about it, I'm just like, God, you're so amazing. You know, I am an answered prayer. I am living in and walking in answered prayers, and I'm just amazed. God blows my mind every single day. So y'all, yeah, but that's pretty much, you know, where I've been and what we've been working on, you know, just expanding and, you know, making life better for our family. That's what we've been doing. You know, like I said, we've decided that we're going to grow our family, and in And so, you know, there's certain things that we've asked God for, and He's beginning to, you know, give us those things. And we're so grateful. And I really want you guys to follow along this journey with us. So like I said, and the first video that we've posted, you know, on our house hunting journey, I am going to, it's linked down below. Christian and Constance TV is linked down below. And I'll probably, because we've only posted 2 videos up there. You know, when we went to, you know, we went on our first road trip to Philadelphia, and we starting, you know, this house hunting journey. There's another video that I'll probably post it tomorrow, but it's like I said, today is Sunday, July 13th. This video is definitely going up today. As soon as I stop talking to you guys, I'm gonna edit it. And it's really not gonna be no editing, honey. It's really just gonna be uploading it straight to YouTube. But yeah, so, and then the other video on Christian Constance TV, that if that doesn't drop today, it'll drop tomorrow. But I really want y'all to come on this journey with us. And then when we are, you know, whatever we decide to do, because we already know what we're gonna do. Whatever we decide to do, some things with that home, you know, will be posted here when we, you know, move from here. Because like I said, we're never selling this home, but there are some things that I'm going to do at this home. We are going to post them. What do you want, baby? You know, they're going to be here. I'm going to still share that with you guys. What do you want, baby?
I want it.
So, but like, I'm excited. The hubby's excited. The kids are excited. God is good, y'all. You know, sometimes you just have to walk by faith, even when you can't see it or understand it. You just keep walking. You keep your faith in God. You know, you keep trusting. You keep believing. You keep living right. You just keep going, walking by faith, walking by faith. And that's what we've been doing. And God has been God.